Sorry. Okay, so this, you want to set this up? Well, here, right. Imagine post 9/11 being told there's an imminent threat to more Americans. You bravely enlist to stop it. Spend years watching friends die violently, end countless human lives, and destroy families. After, you find out someone just made it all up. So yeah, I caught this. God. This might actually be, if you look on my tabs over here, Rebecca, I had one tweet lined up in the tabs. And okay, no, it was I wanted to see if it was the same one. I think that would have been funny if we literally had the same one.
Oh yeah. Video tweet. Did you watch this yet, James?
I have. I caught this morning actually on Facebook. Hold on. The Guardian's talking about Biden building Joe-mentum. Left Writer says that Warren fucked Bernie. Boomer Book is saying neither is good. I don't know what actually happened on Super Tuesday. I'll give you a rundown, V. We'll run through it. Stick with us. I'll get through it all.
Yeah.
I hate security cameras. Just saw a Trump flag beside my neighbor's house in the old days. I would have just stolen and trashed that thing. Now I have to call the HOA. Welcome to civilized living in the HOA, where Karen down the block gets to dictate what color your mailbox can be. Also, America, freedom. All right, here we go.
So yeah, I don't even want to set up this video. I watched it kind of just like blindly, just like, oh, it's somebody confronting Biden, and you'll see what happens. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, sometimes they're good ones. Hang on, I'll blow this up a little bit for y'all. Hang on, there we go.
I don't even want to say more. It just speaks for itself.
Yeah, this is a good one.
We're just wondering why we should focus voted for a war in the thousands of our brothers.
Sorry, guys.
I'm an Air Force veteran here with an Army veteran. We're just wondering why we should focus voted for a war in the thousands of our brothers and sisters. Countless Iraqi civilians. You enabled that war. You also gave a medal to a man who enabled that war and caused that war. Their blood is on your hands as well. And you're disqualified. You're disqualified. My friends are dead.
So is my son who was in Iraq. Okay? For a year. That doesn't matter, right? I don't think it matters to me. It matters a lot to me. Let me tell you.
I'm sure it does.
Wait, did he just try to insinuate that his son got killed serving in Iraq?
I heard that and I was like...
It sounds like he tried to conflate the fact that his son was in Iraq with a year with the fact that his son then later died. But it sounds like he's trying to make it sound like his son died, in service in Iraq. That's what it sounds like.
He said, my son was in Iraq for a year. Yeah, he didn't say his son died in Iraq. I thought it was a weird response, but it was strange. No, he did not die in war.
No, he didn't.
And sourcing support, I'm with you. I was just like, what? He went there. Here's a vet talking about how his brothers and sisters died in war.
Biden's like, well, my son's dead.
I know, but apparently his son did a year in Iraq. That's what he says.
Yeah, so his son did 3 months more than Mayo Pete. And I have no idea what the fuck that has to do with hundreds of thousands of Iraqi civilians and 40,000 U.S. soldiers dying in service.
I think like millions of Iraqi civilians.
Well, just during specifically during this invasion, yeah.
Sorry, maybe not civil. Yeah, I don't know, but
no. Well, they put the Middle East death toll now from all the wars since like Kuwait at it's now like tens of millions of people. And that's not even counting Yemen, which you can't get real numbers out of for the last 2 years. Okay, so sorry I derailed. I wasn't sure I heard that right.
So is my son who was in Iraq. Okay? For a year. That doesn't matter, right? I don't think it matters to me. It matters a lot to me. Let me tell you.
I'm sure it does. Okay, I'm not going after your son.
You better know.
I'm not. I'm not going after your son. You're disqualified, sir. Disqualified. The blood is on your hands. Blood is on your hands. No. My brothers and sisters died in Iraq and Afghanistan. And he enabled that to happen. He enabled that to happen. He is disqualified. He is disqualified. No way he can be president. They are dead. Millions are dead in Iraq. He will not be allowed to be president. Disqualified. Trump is more anti-war than you.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking imperialist. We actually fought in your damn wars. We fought in your wars. You sent us to hurt civilians. We hurt civilians. You pushed us out to do it.
Wow. Like, I saw that and I was like, holy shit. When those motherfuckers start yelling, Joe, 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 to this guy who's like clearly in pain, talking about how his brothers and sisters are dead, and their response is, Joe, Joe, Joe. Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, we're probably going to end up watching that again in a minute, just FYI. Hold on a second.
Yeah, Lady Raincloud, not what I was expecting to walk into as a veteran.
Yeah.
What do you think about that video? I mean, I just like, my heart was going out for that guy, and when they started yelling that, I was just like, holy shit.
Hey, what's up, Andre? Hold on. T-Bird the Third, you're asking me to source whether tens of millions of people have died in the Middle East since the first invasion of Kuwait? Really? 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 Are you sure you wouldn't like to fucking phone a friend or 50-50 that shit? I just want you to think really carefully if that's your final fucking answer, if you want me to actually have to source on screen whether tens of millions of people have died in the Middle East since the first invasion of Kuwait. I just want you to really fucking be sure that you want me to do that before I do it. Because if I do, it's going to entail a 20-minute diatribe repeating your name very often in the middle of it. So let that fucking mull over your head a second and then come back and let me know if you definitively want me to source that for you in the middle of this stream. And then we'll see how fucking funny it is. All right? See, Rebecca? I told you. Oh, he's not wrong. Being pro Iraq war should disqualify you. Just be pro any fucking war. We're at the point where we've been to war for like 250 out of 270 years. If we could maybe stop fucking invading people and killing people everywhere around the world for maybe just one goddamn year, maybe we just took a vacation from war even, that would be amazing. Hey, let's just try it out and see what it's like to not be fucking hurling bombs all over the planet for 1 year. Let's just see how it works out, okay? Let's see what it's like to not be death merchants for once. That would be a novel fucking approach. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Fuck. The only people who are gung-ho about war are people who don't serve. And no, I'm not pro-military. I'm most assuredly not pro-military. Nor the military-industrial complex, nor all the machines behind it, nor the imperialism that it serves. But you know the best way to stop having so many veterans who are in so much pain? Stop making so goddamn many veterans.
Lady Raincloud says, I'm not sure how to handle this. My friends died for a bullshit war. I buried 3 friends while I was active. How about we help all of us who came back fucked up from this shit?
Yeah, see, Lady Raincloud, I'm sorry. Like, I'm one of those people, I'm not a huge fan for trying to figure out why the fuck people sign up for the military in the first place. I would assume most people it's because of, like literally no economic choice. Which, again, military recruitment only tends to swell up, not during times of patriotism, but during times of extreme poverty. Wonder why? You know? Like,
here's, like, I have a cousin who served and had an injury, and what I have seen is that the military targets high school students and young people who need insurance and college degrees. And those are, like, they will set up shop trying to get low income young kids to sign up for the military. It's not, this is just what I see. And maybe Lady Raincloud, like, you can give us more information on that, but yeah,
good Lord, look at all these different wars where 400, 500, 600,000 people have died. It's amazing.
So Lady Raincloud says, James, I just talked to a recruiter yesterday because I'm thinking of going back in because I don't feel like I have any other options left. But can you tell us, like, any other options, like what you mean by that? If you want to, you don't have to, of course.
All right,
I need
T-Road.
the money. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why a lot of younger people join.
I mean, my dad did 2 tours in Vietnam and in the U.S. Navy, and it wasn't like he was all like gung ho and wanted to go, kill Vietnamese people, or he wanted to go be an imperialist, or he literally graduated high school. He was an average student, an average athlete, and no fucking prospects, and he joined the military. Like, and I would assume that's why the vast majority of people join the military, not because like, they feel star-spangled awesome and, they want to go. I'm sure there's a certain percentage of the populace who would join the military because they want to be in the military and, shoot guns and do military stuff. But I would have to assume the vast majority of people who sign up for X number of years of military service do so from lack of economic options. This shows that Sanders is one of the only candidates on the left, and look at how much money was thrown around to stop him. Yeah. With the political compass thing. Yeah, I'll check it. If I go back, active corpsman, I will deploy, and the chances I don't come back home will be pretty high. It's fucking ridiculous. People shouldn't have to go. Reducing the number of veterans is against giving people education and health care. Make America North Korea. Oh, it's sad that that's funny, SSJ, but you're right. A lot of people got drafted into Vietnam. A lot didn't want to fight. No. Okay, so any of my issues with the entire military thing, and a lot of times I'm like, I can't. I have personal problems, just my own personal thing, with like people who who are all yippee skippy about going to war. I want to go to war. I want to fucking fire rounds. I want to go hold people. Like people like that. I have very little consideration for. Being a veteran is rough. Being a veteran who is conscripted and drafted, that's infinitely much worse. Like, my father voluntarily went to Vietnam. Like, he voluntarily signed up rather than getting drafted because he had no good economic options. But yeah, people who actually got drafted and had to go and didn't want to serve, yeah, that's fucking atrocious. Yeah, I'm not down with that either. No. Yeah, Lady Raincloud, I might end up taking you up on that one day, especially if we go in on veteran stuff, because I know there's a whole bunch of stuff there to talk about, and that would be worth like its own day. And I know Rebecca, has anybody in your family served? Or just friends?
Yeah. My cousin, he was injured, and they came from a low income Latino family, and he served. Because I think, like Lady Raincloud, he felt like he didn't have much options. He went to get an education and healthcare. It's really sad, like how they target, people in that demographic.
I hesitate to call people who have no other economic option than to join volunteers, but I hear you. Yes, well, listen, you want to have the whole capitalism conversation, Sarduki. Listen, I find the threat of homelessness and starvation to be highly coercive, and technically any business deal or arrangement you make under coercion or duress should not even be legally applicable. But unfortunately, our federal judicial system does not treat capitalism as a form of coercion. Unfortunately, I wonder why. You'd almost think plutocrats run both sectors there. They see individual problems, but still mostly think capitalism is good. I was just arguing that the poor fight for the rich. Yeah, of course, the poor always fight for the rich. That's the poor fighting for the rich goes as far back as there have been rich people and poor people. Literally thousands of years across multiple continents and cultures. They see individual problems, so mostly think it's capitalism. I'm already disabled as a note, 10% disability for a back injury. If I go back active, I probably lose disability. I have to prove I'm fit. Yeah, see, that sounds ridiculous too. I did you ever do any home repossession protests, Rebecca? Was that part of your whole protest
if you
life?
consider Occupy Wall Street, but not like at people's homes, there have been protests where people refused to leave their homes and things like that.
Yeah, that was we did that. That was huge in Atlanta, and I think Minnesota also were the two occupies that kind of really focused on the home, having your home taken from banks, the home repossession. And that's what we used to do in Georgia was we'd literally put like 50 anarchists in somebody's front yard and a whole bunch of tents and just stock up their front yard so that the sheriff could never come and officially pin the notice on the front door, because the sheriff has to give you notification that you're being evicted before eviction proceedings can happen. And we literally like had mobs outside of people's houses so people couldn't like come and take their homes. And the first one of those I did was for a woman named Bridget who came back from Iraq with and she was on disability. She caught shrapnel, she had back injuries, and basically just before they had deployed her, she bought a house and had a mortgage, and then when she came home they put her on like a limited percentage disability, so like her economics no longer worked, and the bank wouldn't redo her mortgage rates, and they were literally going to kick her out of her house. And like we like literally sat up in front of this lady's house for like weeks with hundreds of people and news crews and just like fucking shamed Citibank into like redoing her mortgage. But like for every one of those you do, there's thousands of people who still get bounced. And to just think like again, not a fan of military or the military industrial complex or imperialism and colonialism and all the fucking shit that comes, what happens when the military goes places, but if much like the Bernie Sanders being somebody who keeps his word, if you're going to fucking sign people to a contract and say, you give us this many years of service, we provide this, 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 and this, and then the second they get out, you go out of your way to then go, oh, well, maybe we're not going to give you this, or we're not going to help you with this.
Hey, since we're on the subject of veterans, James.
Yes.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that video with I cannot remember his name, but it's Abby Martin's like husband. He's a veteran.
Mike Prysner. Yeah, he's given that one speech he gave out in the snow. That's like world famous.
Can we watch it?
Yeah, if you find it, put up the link. I'll get it for you. But that was Abby's fiance. I think they might have finally gotten married. They've been engaged for a few years. And he also he was producing her last show, the show she was doing on Telestar. He was producing that. Okay,
it's amazing. And I'm just like, I'd love to watch
you got Mike's
that.
TED Talk too? Or is that
What?
Nick Hanauer? Oh, Nick Hanauer. I was looking at what Zeke put in. Okay, yeah, that's Nick Hanauer is the guy who runs Patriotic Millionaires now. He has his own social media NGO. But hang on. Yeah, Rebecca, throw that in if you got it.
Yeah, the name of the title is so weird. It's like Watch Before It Gets Deleted. But I just found it. Here, let me drop it in.
Yeah.
Because I know that like they're making, I remember what Chris said yesterday, how they're making segments, and I think like this could be a good veteran segment.
Yeah, and Mike's great. Like I said, I mean, if I pulled enough like arms and talked to enough people, like I could probably call Abby and see if Abby and Mike would come on. But it's always tough because Abby is so dank on foreign policy and geopolitical stuff that anytime I try to do any kind of a news segment or a project with her, she just blows right by me. Like, I'm really good with economics and domestic, but like Abby and then to a large extent Mike are just so deep in geopolitical stuff that they eventually move to foreign policy, and they know foreign policy on such a granular level, like they should be hanging out with Dylan Burns, not me. But I'd love to be able to get Abby and or Mike on for an hour one day. I would love to. Like I said, I did a couple episodes of Empire Files with her a few years ago. She's Abby's good people. And actually Lori, who does our YouTube. Mm-hmm. So Lori and Abby have been friends for like 8 years. They used to work together. Yeah. Sorry, Lady Raincloud. We're here. And don't worry, we're going to get off this and get to Biden afterwards. So kick on back in a few. We'll be here. So yeah,
this is a
Mike's
great
awesome.
Video.
Oh, here, let's
Susan Brothers, thanks everyone for being here. We're from the organization March Forward. We are here to say to all those serving in the Army and the Marines and the Air Force and the Navy that you have the absolute right to refuse to take part in these criminal wars, and that's a right that all of you should exercise. You have no reason to go put your life on the line and kill and die for profit. We've been to Iraq, we've been to Afghanistan, and we know what these wars are really about. And we joined the military for many reasons. Because we need a college education, because we need a job, because we need health care, and then we join the military, and they tell us that our enemies are poor people in caves in Afghanistan, or poor people in the deserts of Iraq. But we've been to those countries, and we know that our enemies are not other poor people abroad. Our enemies are the people that laid us off from our jobs, that denied us health care, that make it impossible to get an education. Our enemies are not in the poorest countries on the planet, but right here in the richest one. The occupations of Iraq and Afghanistan alone are costing over $700 million every single day. This is a crime every single day, while so many of us are hurting. Well, I think all of us here and the vast majority of people in this country would agree that we can spend $700 million a day better than bombing people that we have no reason to bomb. We can spend $700 million a day rebuilding those countries we've destroyed. We can spend $700 million a day caring for the veterans we get home when they get home, and then we can spend $700 million a day giving every single person health care, a college education, a job, and a livelihood, and a home. That's what we need to be spending our money on. But this government is not going to do that. They're not going to use the money in that way. They're not going to end the wars. And they're not going to do it because it's not our government. It's their government. It's the government of the rich. It's the government of Wall Street, of the oil giants, of the defense contractors. It's their government, and the only language that they understand is shutting down business as usual. And that's what we're doing here today, and we're going to continue to do until these wars are over. It's crystal clear now that these wars are going to continue and expand and go into other countries. That is the trend. That is what we know, that there is perpetual war, and it's only going to stop if the people stand up and stop it. And that's what we're going to do, sisters and brothers. A lot of people ask me, what do we do? Because we all know things are bad. We all see the atrocities on TV. We read about it. We experience it. People always ask, what do I do? Because we always want to know what to do. Do we vote? Do we support a politician? Do we join an organization? What do we do? Well, I'll tell you what we do. It's simple. We fight. We fight, and we fight, and we fight, and we shut down our workplaces. We shut down our schools. We shut down the streets. We shut down business as usual, and we fight until we force the people in there to do what the people out here want. Because that's how we're going to get around, and we're going to fight until there's not one more bomb drop, not one more bullet fired, not one more soldier coming home in a wheelchair, not one more family slaughtered, not one more day of U.S. imperialism. So let's fight to make that happen. We can do it today, and in the days ahead, we have to fight to end these wars and create a better world, sisters and brothers.
That's pretty dope, Rebecca. I mean, I've seen, like I said,
Yeah.
I've seen Mike's speech before. I've never seen a good cut down of this. I'm actually gonna put this in the save folder.
Isn't that amazing? Oh, you hadn't seen it, James?
Well, like I said, I've seen it. I never saw the remix of it with all the video laid in. Like, I've seen the full raw of Mike's speech. It was like 16 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a whole speech. And like I said, I mean, I'd met Mike before, and I know Abby, so he'd be somebody I would totally bring on if I could get him to come on. Like I said, it's just, I almost feel like I'd want Touring News to come on here with us, or Dylan Burns, just because they're so much better at foreign than I am. Like, my milieu is domestic. Like, seriously, you want to hear something funny, actually? Sorry, just a detour. Again, Touring called me last night. Called me like 9 o'clock at night. It was just like out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh, it's Brad. It's like, hey, what's up? He's like, hey, man, you got a second? I was like, yeah, sure. It's like, yeah, I'm going on Big Brain Podcast on Mindwaves tonight with Destiny. He's like, I just want to ask you what your opinion is on like the vote count and like what's going on next week and stuff. And I was like, holy shit, like Touring News is like one of the brightest fucking people I know, like on the entire Twitch universe, especially in politics. And like, he literally called me up and asked me what my opinion was on polling numbers and shit before he was going to go debate Destiny. I was like, damn. And I hung up the phone. I looked at my wife. I was like, people are actually like calling me for advice about stuff. She's like, wow, that never happens. I'm like, I know. Sorry, it was just really, really weird. Like, because I really dig Brad and we talk a lot, but nobody ever just calls me and asks me like for my opinion on fucking voting turnout and electoral numbers. I was like,
Yeah.
Sorry. So who's the guy who confronted Biden? Oh, you're talking about the vegan thing where his wife stepped up in front. We can.
Yeah, but let's
we'll
wrap
put that
this
in.
just because I know, like,
I gotta go walk the dog.
Chris, yeah, and also Chris might make a clip So anyway, that was Michael Prysner. His last name is Prysner. He's done a lot of other speaking engagements about wars, including one called Winter Soldier. And for folks who don't know, Winter Soldier was basically a forum during the Vietnam War, and they did it again for during the Iraq War, and basically, and that was in 2008. And it was part of Iraq Veterans Against the War, IVAW, which is now About Face. Their name has been changed to About Face. And a lot of veterans got together at Winter Soldier, the same way that they did during the Vietnam War, and spoke and gave, honest accounts of what they did, which in Vietnam, they talked about who was part of the Vietnam one. Oh my God. And we were all really disappointed because politically he later was kind of a war hawk.
McCain?
Oh, well, anyway. And his Vietnam speech. But yeah, so I don't know. I think it's interesting. I'm not sure how we got we got to the veterans discussion because of the veteran who bird dogged Joe Biden. And we saw Biden's response and then his supporters' response, which was pretty disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that is how we got there.